What's up, my friends? I'm gonna make a short video. I've been making less and less videos over here on Facebook. So if you are someone that wants to connect and learn and grow and do the things with me, be sure to get with my podcast, Miracle Minded. And of course, I love to share on Instagram. I know everyone's going to Clubhouse. I'm on there, but it's just not my vibe yet. So definitely make sure that you're connecting with me in one of those ways. The podcast, the Instagram podcast is my favorite, but also I have a new book that I'm working on. So, I got to be mindful of how I'm creating and where I'm flowing my energy to. And speaking of that, I want to talk about something today with you. The power of alignment. And are you aligned, or are you just choosing what's familiar and it feels safe and it feels comfortable? Hi, Rose. This is such an important conversation because, especially for us spiritual entrepreneurs and us, ladies, I always say ladies feel and grow rich. So we want to notice how things feel. And we can reach for something, make a big decision, make a big investment, choose something exciting, decide to do something way out of our comfort zone. And if we don't have the discernment, right, we have to have that discernment, the ability to know and to discern whether something is truly out of alignment or is it just out of your comfort zone. Because if you're choosing in alignment with who you are becoming, you got to expect that some of it is going to feel a little uneasy. Hi, Jillian. So I was just talking to one of my friends, and we applied for something, and we both applied, and we were like, whoa, this brings up some triggers, right? It brings up this trigger of, will I be picked? Is my business good enough? Is my income good enough? And, I was thinking of how there's probably so many people that don't apply for something because of the fear of not being picked. They're like, I'd rather stay safe and not even get rejected, not even put myself in the space of potentially being rejected so that I can just stay safe. That feels more aligned for me. That is a defense mechanism, right? So this is what I want you to notice is there an option, a choice, a decision, a big leap, something that's going on in your life that is calling you forward, calling you in, but you may be on this feeling of, I don't know if it's aligned for me. But if you got really honest and we start really digging in, it's not about being in alignment. It's more about being outside of your comfort zone. Now, I want to give you another way of looking at this. And Jillian, I also want to thank you for tagging Megan. Hi, Megan, for when you do make it on. If you're watching this and you know a friend that could benefit from this, a friend that is stepping outside of their comfort zone in 2021, a friend that has big desires, big dreams, and is ready for big things, tag them, invite them to watch this video. You never know how one of these videos, one of these messages can just open up something for someone and help them really, open up to a new way of doing things. So it's really important that we share. I'm constantly sharing things with my friends. So let's talk about this. When you're making a choice and something feels like alignment, you have to ask yourself, is this in alignment with who I've been? Is it in alignment with who I've always been, what I've always known? Or is it in alignment with who I'm becoming? And this is where we grow. This is where we invite in and open a quantum leap. Now, here's what I want you to know. Quantum leaps, radical transformations don't just happen by accident. They don't just happen by accident. Even if you were to create a viral video, let's say, or put something out there and it went viral, right? Like someone put something out and they're like, I'm in a quantum leap. I could make one thing and it could just blow up everything. It could, but usually that stuff is fleeting and it's not lasting if you are not energetically set up. It's like someone winning the lottery, right? Why do you think there's a curse of the lottery where people win millions and millions of dollars and all of a sudden something happens, right? They lose it. They have a gambling addiction. They have a drug addiction. There's all these things that happen. Well, they're not energetically in resonance with really that amount of money, with that amount of wealth, with that big energy. It's too big. It takes them out. It takes them out in some way, shape, or form, or it leaves. It's not in resonance. Now, I use that example because everything requires you to be in resonance, in alignment with it for it to stay. And if we're choosing to go somewhere, start a business, get in a relationship, we have to choose and make our choices and be in a state of being that I'm going to live in alignment with this thing. So when you're making a decision, let's say you're making a decision of how you want to invest in yourself this year, right? I just got off of a call with my ladies in the Miracle Vision Mastermind, which, by the way, we are still open for 4 more ladies. I'm keeping it open for 2 more weeks because I know how potent and powerful this is. I have ladies that are in my miracle method, my miracle worker method. I see 2 of them here, Jillian and Rose. When women are making a decision, I'm going to invest in this thing. I want to be in this container. I want to be held accountable. I want to have coaching. I want to be around women that are going to make me think bigger thoughts and remind me that there's a bigger game to play here. This is making a decision in alignment with who you want to become. You may not feel it yet. It may not be who you've been all through 2020, but you're making a decision to live in alignment with the woman you're becoming. Now, same thing here is if you are looking for a relationship and you're like I was watching this movie yesterday and there's this woman, you should have saw how this woman was showing up. She was just showing up not as like a queen in a relationship, but she was like, all of the men suck. Men just like, there's no good men out there. Do you see what I have to deal with out here? And hi, Donna. And as that was happening, I was thinking, and you know, this is clear for any of us that understand alignment, is like, you're not going to find your king while acting like that. Like, no one is going to choose you if you're not in resonance. And this is for friendship. This is for your clients that are looking for you. This is the same thing with I know people that just start their business. They just start their business and they're like, I want someone to pay me $5,000 for my coaching package. And then you look at them, they've never invested in themselves. There's these people that don't show up as the client they want to be, right? Key in your business or in anything that you're doing, be the customer that you want to be, right? This isn't everything. Are you one of those customers that like we have to go after you like with reminders every month because you don't pay your bill? Like you just keep like never paying? Or are you someone that's always complaining and dumping energy, but you're not ever like adding and giving value? Are you someone that's just always looking for what's wrong, but never acknowledging what's right? Like this is the same thing from when you go to Whole Foods to when you're in a coaching relationship. Just look at how you show up. Look at how you show up. Donna says, I really hate it when people talk bad about men and wonder why they don't have one. Exactly. Like whatever we're complaining about, we're not going to bring about. So whether it's money, whether it's men, whether it's whatever. But going back to this conversation here, because this is not going to be a long call or a long Facebook Live, is I want you to look at what you're choosing. And you may, in your new age way of living, say, well, I'm not choosing that because it doesn't feel aligned. But I want you to get honest with yourself. Does it really not feel aligned with who you're becoming or what you desire? Or are you choosing a familiar pattern because it feels familiar, it feels aligned, right? It's like for me, when I was in shitty relationships, I would be like, but it feels right. No, it doesn't feel right. It feels familiar because that's what you know. And if you're used to not having, support around, if you're not used to being triggered by uncomfortable things, if you're not used to investing in yourself regularly, then either you're going to stretch into these things and grow into it, or you're never going to become that. And you just keep choosing what's aligned with who you've been. So this is where I want you to invite in the conversation of, is this aligned with my highest and best? With the woman I know I'm becoming, with the person I know that I'm meant to be, how could I choose to live, to act, and to invest my time, energy, resources in alignment with what I'm becoming? Because that's how everything kind of just like rises up to meet you, right? So I have an invitation for all of you. On Friday, I'm doing a session. It's not quite a masterclass, it's an alignment session. We're gonna talk about alignment, and this is for entrepreneurs only, that are looking to go beyond that $100,000 mark. If just hitting $100,000 is your goal, that's kind of small for this session. I want to invite in people that are looking for something bigger, looking to go beyond that $10,000 a month conversation, looking to go beyond the just getting by conversation. I'm inviting you to be a part of this Miracle Vision alignment session if you want to go beyond that talk, right? And that's okay if you don't, and if you're not there yet, I get that, right? And there's places where I'm going to invite you that we can co-create and play. But for this one, it's for people that are willing to go beyond that conversation, that really have impact goals, visibility goals, that have financial goals, that have lifestyle goals, not just the I need the $10,000 so I can get by, right? Like, let's go beyond that. So I'm going to drop the link here. I would love to have you come. Look, Donna's ready for it. Yes, thank you. Join us, sign up for it. There's not going to be a replay. I'm showing up for my time here and I want you to be live, right? Like there's that standard there. So come with an open heart, come with an open mind. And if you know someone that is in this space that you want to invite them to go a bit further, that they're kind of at a plateau maybe with their business, or things are going good, but they want to exponentially expand the goodness, I want you to drop their name here and invite them to join. Rose, I'm so excited to have you. And let's start asking a different question about alignment. Because as we start to ask a different question about alignment, things change, right? One other thing I want to say about alignment is that you are the only person that can really be honest and say what alignment means for you. I could never come in and say that's not aligned. I could say that what you say you desire doesn't match what you're actually doing and acting as. Hi, Angela. Hi, Joanne. I can say that, but for you, only in your truth, only in your honesty and willing to get clear about what you desire, can you get clear on what is aligned for you. Because then again, we can look at this. What's aligned with who I'm becoming and what's aligned with who I've been. We can look at like what's aligned for me to keep myself at this income level. I can look at what's aligned for me to keep my business this way. I can look at what's aligned to keep my health this way. These are just ways that I've been living. But if I'm looking at what do I have to say, who do I have to be, what kind of investments do I have to make, what choices do I need to make with my money, what kind of standards do I need to hold in my business, what kind of standards and boundaries do I need to hold with my time, these all change as I start looking at the multi-million-dollar earner, Nicole. That's a different level of CEO, leader, mom, all the things, right? So, hi, Angela. Thank you so much for inviting your friends. And Debbie, Leela, Heather, I can't wait to meet you ladies. So, friends, I'm going to leave you with that. I am going to go get my car serviced. It's like 2,000 miles over the service. And I'm thinking about having a solo hotel night just to like make space. But I've been on the fence because there's something about Austin hotels. They all have this little Texas flair to them. And I'm just like, I'm looking for even more like beautiful luxe feeling, but there's just all this little Texas flair. And this is like me, the city version of me that's like, I want that little vibe. So it's really funny. So stay tuned to my Instagram stories. We'll see where I end up tonight. I may just go to a really beautiful dinner. But I want to just play with you all on Friday. And I want to remind you that there's something I feel called to tell you. That right now, no matter what is going on in your life, like no matter what you see is going on. Because remember, your perception is made up and shaped from everything that has happened up until now. It's shaped everything, right? And because your perception is shaped by everything that's happened until now, what you think is available to you is not the actual reality. Now, isn't that a powerful fucking thought? Like, what you feel, see, think is available to you right now is not the reality. There's so much more. There's so much more. There's more money available to you right now. There's more joy available to you right now. There's more space, time, pleasure, more love. There's so much more that's available to you right now. But the first thing is you have to let go of your perception. You have to let go of the way that you've seen life, the agreements you have about life, to create a new reality. And this takes a great deal of willingness because guess what? It's going to be uncomfortable to let go of that reality. It's going to mean that you have to admit that I was wrong about what my limitations were. I was wrong about who I believed to be. All those times that I fought for how I don't have the money, how I don't have the time, how the clients aren't there, how this isn't working, how it's my mom's fault, how it's my ex's fault. You have to admit that you're wrong. And guess what? You're not alone in that, because I've admitted it. I'm wrong about all kinds of things. Great. Now I can move on and be better. I can be better. I can have more. I can enjoy more. I can be a more fully expressed version of myself. And this is where we get to say, you know what? I forgive myself for the way that I thought life was. And no big deal. No big deal. I get to move on now with an open heart, with open hands, like, more please. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to have. I'm ready to experience. So for those of you that are entrepreneurs that are already making money in your business, you're already making money in your business, you've already found some flow in your business, you have some clarity there, but you're ready to go to the next level. You're ready to get beyond this $100,000 goal. Join me on Friday. We'll do some things. We'll talk about some things, and we'll really anchor into the alignment with who you're becoming. All right, my friends, I will talk to you soon. Have a beautiful, blessed day. And Rose, we're bringing it. We're bringing it, love. Bye.